Greetings everyone, I am here to review another toy because I bought some toys and I'm trying not to open them until I review them, and it's driving me literally bonkers because I want them open. So I've got a few Power Rangers out today because I'm going to be opening and reviewing Lord Zedd. So Hasbro has picked up the Power Rangers line, and they're calling it the Lightning Collection. Hasbro just got it this spring. Prior to this, it was by Bandai. This is an example of the, I think, Legacy Collection that Bandai put out in the past. I like this line a lot. It had ab crunches, nice shoulders, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, great articulation. The problem I had with this line in particular was that all of the Power Rangers came with one weapon. It was their blaster, and then they came with a Build-A-Figure part. That Build-A-Figure part made the Megazord, which was pretty awesome actually. I really do appreciate this. I just do not like that it did not come with any weapons whatsoever. The Build-A-Figure though, very cool. I got a Megazord now. So, Bandai made a pretty quality product, but I have always loved Hasbro products. So let's see what they can do for us. First things first, there's no Build-A-Figure. This is just its own line. You get the figure itself, you get some accessories with it, and that's cool. The first wave came out just this spring. They had 4 different figures in the cases. The cases came packed in 8s. However, instead of each of the 4 figures getting 2 figures per case, the White Ranger was given 3 figures per case, and Lord Zedd was given 1. And really, I don't know of any other quality Lord Zedds that have come out recently, whereas the Legacy line did have a White Ranger. So if you want Lord Zedd and you see Lord Zedd, you need to grab him right then and there, because I've seen many stores with a whole bunch of White Rangers and the other Rangers that are involved in the pack and no Lord Zedds. If you see a Lord Zedd and you want a Lord Zedd, grab Lord Zedd then, or you will regret it. The other Rangers, there's a Red Ranger Dino. I don't know what those ones are. And there's also one that looks like a Space Ranger with a dog head, which actually looks pretty cool, but I know nothing about it. So let's get down to business. First of all, the packaging is pretty darn sweet. Got Lord Zedd there on the side. Picture of him on the back, posing hardcore, and just a little bit more Zedd there. In some countries, they're pronounced Z, Zedd, which is weird to me. It took me like a week and a half to realize that the people in Australia were just referring to the letter Z when they kept saying Zedd. Whatever, they're good folks. They just pronounce a few letters, mainly just one letter differently. All right. Just 2 slices of tape. Rip the box. As we said last time, I don't care. I'm not selling it. The resale value doesn't matter. So there we go with that. We'll break that down later for recycling purposes. It looks like sort of in the spirit of the Lightning Collection. The backing has a bit of a lightning bolt on it. That could have been a little more inspired if you ask me. But anyway, here we go. Zedd. Bust him out of here. All right. I would say there is some excellent molding on this sculpt. He's got that weird, I've got muscles on the outside of my skin vibe going the whole place. He's got that weird, I've got my brain sticking out of the top of my helmet. The Z on his helmet stands out quite nicely. The little piping all over his body. It's nice, soft, rubberized, so it seems to move fairly well. Joints are still tight. Oh my goodness, he's got butterfly joints in his shoulders. That I did not anticipate. I just assumed you get a regular ball joint shoulder, but no, there's actually a butterfly in there. That's a lot of range of motion for that. Very cool. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, ab crunch. He does not appear to have a waist swivel. I'm wondering if that's just based on the way his weird metal thong underwear are. I don't know. We'll have to see with some of the other figures in the line. But all in all, the waist swivel being the only thing he's lacking. Oh, but he's got a swivel in the top of his abs. Oh my goodness, that is look at that ab crunch with a waist swivel in it. Or with a, I don't know, I guess torso swivel. That is quite the joint right there. You can't see it from the front. You don't notice it from the front. Oh, maybe you do, whatever. I wasn't noticing it until I started playing with it there. Stands basically the same height as those Bandai figures, so I should be able to use him to battle them. The Megazord's taller than him, but he was a Build-A-Figure, and anyway, whatever. Lord Zedd's not as tall as the Megazord. We got a few accessories here. Obviously, if you're Lord Zedd, you have your staff. Should go into his hand fairly easily, I hope. Obviously, there's this part here that's a little bit wider. That's where he should be holding it. It's tough getting it in there, but I will persevere. I hope I did. I have. Dude's really playing up the Z card. This is a very similar effect to what you find in some of the Hasbro Marvel Legends for lightning effects. Storm and Thor seem to have something along those lines. But I think they put this on. Yeah, they put that on the end of his staff on there. So let's just give it a go. Red Lightning Z powered. Red Lightning Z powers activate. It also has this tiny orb. Sort of like two orbs in one. And I just dropped it, so whatever. I'm not going to get it right now. It's a tiny orb. He comes with a couple different hands. Obviously he's got a staff holding right hand here. He's got more of a claw-esque grip type right hand. In the standard, he's got that same type left hand claw-esque grip, but then he also has a fist. So he can punch-size somebody with his left hand. Let's just pull that out. There we go. Trying to be careful because he got his wrists. Apparently that comes off. Whew. That scared the crap out of me. I thought I had to rip it apart, but it just sort of sits on there, so that's okay. We lost the Lightning Z powers on the staff and that shake-up. There we go. Lightning Z powers and punch-sizes the face of the Red Ranger. There you have it. Got Lord Zedd. Got a couple different claw hands. He's got a fist. He's got his hand to hold his staff. I'm I'm really excited about Hasbro getting this line because, quite frankly, as I've said in the past, Hasbro makes great toys. I don't mind them having monopolies on certain things. I wish they would get the DC because I would really love to have some awesome DC characters. Anyway, this is a cool line. I will probably be getting the White Ranger, even though I have the Bandai White Ranger. And the Bandai White Ranger did come with some really cool weapons because he didn't have a piece of the Build-A-Figure. That's beside the point. Either way, continuity, I suppose, because I'm guessing down the line they're going to have all the original Rangers with their actual weapons. So that's what I'm looking forward to most. Thank you very much for checking this out. I am Mark. This is Mark's Toy Box. There is a Mark's Toy Box on Instagram where I take photos of these guys outside. Have a blast.